time about it.
17 bars and one big attraction.
The Totty. The nickname for the villagers around St Ives is Fanny Ives.
Sound like one on the women.
There's Fanny.
Fanny. What about the look?
Yeah.
This bunch of local lads are out on the pull and out on the lash. Their regular weekend sessions start at home.
Just having a few casual beers and just catching up on the week's news.
This is Snelly, who's 23 years old. He's a cheeky lad who likes his drink.
Snell's the same character, whether he's had a drink or not.
From what I know of him, he likes chatting up birds.
He's such a cheeky lad as well.
I lost a bet, and for that bet I had to do a forfeit.
Girls walk past, a little comment here, a little comment there.
And the forfeit was that's a poor young lady, and I couldn't leave the nightclub before I'd pooed in her handbag.
After just 1 hour, the boys have polished off a whole case of beer. Luckily for them, Mum's at hand to replenish the stocks. This is Chopsy, also 23 and self-appointed captain of the group.
I'm captain tonight, I've got the armband on. I'm just here to look after the boys. He'll be the last man standing, make sure everybody gets home, make sure no one's pulled any dodgy birds.
To get them in the mood, the boys are going to play a drinking game. To my left, to my right.
I'll probably start off and I will say to my left, name football teams in the Premiership. If you repeat or you mumble and lose out, basically what we have to do is drink 3 fingers worth of the drinking limit on the table.
Yeah, in the Great Fireside, the biggest drinker by a long way. And these lads come out of it whenever they feel they can keep up with me.
The biggest drinker, without saying, is Chopsy.
Big lad. Likes his drink. Likes his booze.
Look at Chopsy, you can see he's a unit, and he could probably drink about as much as the rest of the other 5 of us put together.
My record that I can remember is 23 pints and I've got Jack Daniels.
That's a staggering 24 times the recommended daily allowance for alcohol.
But on a piss up in Dublin, I have done 25 pints of Guinness in a day.
Things are already hotting up in town for the night ahead. As a local who works in the bars, Jamie has a good grasp of the town's drinking habits.
And a lot of people go, bloody St Ives, but it is really cool. Yeah, especially at the weekend, it does completely change. I get a little bit wound up about this whole binge drinking thing. The young people get all this binge drinking, all they want to do is go out and have fun. And it's not, it's literally the worst alcoholics, the older generation. The older, younger people, all right, they have a couple of slippery nipples too many, but they stagger home and they fall asleep. They puke on their girlfriend or in someone else's lap, but people don't actually behave that badly. It's just, I mean, if you're an older person, you look out your window and there's some youngster being sick on the floor, it's, oh, binge drinking, or... It's not, I mean, you know, you don't know, you might have had a dodgy burger.
According to the government, just 4 drinks in a single sitting makes you a binge drinker.
Binge drinking, that's all I do.
Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Wednesday.
You do about 4 bottles of wine before we go out.
Binge drink is terrible for your health. It's absolutely shocking, but I do it anyway.
Binge is right.
Seriously, we need some help. The government needs to subsidise drinking.
Binge drinking's the way forward. You know that.
For PC's Wright and Metzeler, binge drinking has a huge impact on their profession.
There's always going to be drunks in the city centre. That's just something we've come to live with as part of the day-to-day police work. It does drain our resources. I'd say 95% of your police work into the city centre is all drink-related. They've obviously all got the same goal, and that's to get as smashed out of their skull as they can.
Which is exactly what these lads are up to.
Names for women's private parts, starting with Mouldy Axe Wound.
As the game's topic toughens up, the drinking also gets heavier.
I need a move for chatting.
This is Tom. He's only 18 and still learning his drinking etiquette.
I'm more of a conservative myself. I kind of stay in the corner, look the birds up, let them come to me kind of thing.
He's shy, a little bit insecure.
Genuine nice geezer.
Nice bloke. Tom being young, I don't think he could keep up with the rest of us.
First casualty.
You're looking at Brummy, Dave or Tom.
It's between Tom or Dave.
Me or Dave, because I'm obviously younger, so those boys are going to pick on me.
When he's had a bit to drink, you see a different side to Tommy.
The most funniest or embarrassing thing I've ever done when I'm pissed is that I shagged some real, when I lost my V-plate, some real rank bird in Newquay.
The more mistakes you make in a drinking game, the more you have to drink. And right now, Brummy Dave, Lockie and John are drinking more. In just 2 hours, the boys have polished off an amazing 42 bottles of beer between them.
Night out, hands in, good night.
The final dregs are downed and the guys head off to hit the town's bars. In nearby Peterborough, the two PCs are responding to their first boozy call.
There's been another report of disorder in the city centre. There's apparently 5 people fighting outside a pub.
PC Metzeler runs to the scene to calm things down.
Listen, I'll explain it to you because they're busy.
Just come
it's
here.
a stag night.
Yeah.
Get him nicked and take him. Because look,
He's not going to tell
don't nick, get off.
Okay, calm down.
A stag party has turned violent and family members have been arguing.
It's my brother, get off.
To defuse the situation quickly, the unlucky stag is dragged into the back of the van.
Right, sit down.
It's obvious to the police he's been drinking heavily.
Upon our arrival, there's a couple of our colleagues got a male detained on the ground. He's kicking off and resisting arrest, and obviously, with it being family, with them all being fueled with alcohol, they're not too happy that their family member's been nicked.
He's in the recovery position. He's still breathing. We've put him in the back here with the cuffs on to prevent him from causing any further injury. He's thrown up in the back of the van. We're just putting some gloves on to prevent any injury, any open cuts on your hands. You can get quite a lot of messy stuff in there. That's another hazard of dealing with drunk people.
The man is covered in vomit and has to be checked before being taken in.
Straight to hospital. She or he?
He's violent. We're going to take him down the hospital and just assess his suitability for detention.
After downing 42 beers between them, the lads have made it into town and are en route to their first drinking hole. The bar is famous for its cheeky doubles, a double measure of any spirit and mixer for the price of a single shot. Captain Chopsy has things under control as he gets his first round of drinks in. 4 vodka cokes, 2 vodka oranges, all doubles of course. But instead of sipping the drinks calmly, the boys down them in one. Once again, Captain Chopsy is leading the way. Out of the door, onto the next bar.
Run around the nightclub with my trousers down.
Probably jump in the River Thames, thinking I could swim across it.
I see him piss all over someone's car while they were standing in it.
I swam in the river in December. That was fucking cold.
I met this coloured girl from Leeds, and mum was really quite chunky, but she had a beautiful face.
Dave said to me, pretend I'm a woman. I go, all right. And I started coming in his ear.
So anyway, I got around her house, right, around the flat. I was only giving her one in the crease of a leg. Can you believe it? How pissed was I?
I'm there.
At the hospital, the police are dealing with the drunken stag.
So, you can't remember why you're in the back of the van?
No.
You can't remember anything about what happened outside the College Arms?
No.
Why can't you remember?
I have no fucking idea.
Is it because you're drunk?
Probably.
Yeah. How much have you had to drink tonight?
I'm fucking staying up. I had that many people piling me with alcohol.
So you've had loads of drink then?
Big time. Well, twisted. And I don't resist.
You're in that position so you don't choke on your own vomit?
No, fuck off. I have not resisted any way.
Okay, mate, all right.
After being given the all clear by a doctor, the man is brought back to the station.
Stand up. Just take anchors on this shit. Come on, mate.
I spoke to his father at the scene, who stated that he'd been violent because he'd had a pint's worth of spirits. He was angry with his family for having bought him drinks all night long. He stated to me in the back of the van they'd been putting spirits in his drink all night, so that's a lethal cocktail, really. You know, with lager and spirits, and it's just sent him over the edge, and he's gone mad for a few minutes.
Back in St Ives, the boys are en route to their 4th boozer.
Smile. Bloody hell. I must be on the period.
The Lion is one of the busiest places in town, and on a Saturday night you're guaranteed to bump into familiar drinking buddies. It's straight to the bar for the next load of drinks. They've decided to spice things up with a round of vodka Red Bulls, but while Lockie sips his gently, Tom can't resist chucking it back. With his drink finished, Tom gets in the next round. and notches it up a gear by ordering sambucas for everyone. And while they're all at the bar, Tom's bumped into his twin brother, Sam.
That's my twin brother. He's older than me. You wouldn't actually believe it. Original, photocopy. To be fair, we're pissheads. He's more sensual. I'm more like, you know, Valeric. More shots and everything. Last time me and him ever had an argument, I broke his nose. Well, what do you want? I reckon I could probably choose one and say, I reckon I did. That is good.
To prove his point, Tom gets in another round of shots. 5 sambucas for his friends and a brown tequila for himself. The tradition of taking salt and lemon with tequila comes from Mexico. The salt numbs your tongue while the lemon takes away the aftertaste of the tequila.
Moving on.
I had a tequila slammer. None of them boys can take tequila slammers. Not him, because he can't drink tequila. It's all sambuca.
So far, the boys have managed to drink 42 beers, 12 doubles and 18 shots between them. Coming up in part 2, more booze-fueled mayhem for the police.
Calm down.